What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. Let's talk about Baby Doge because it actually did something that was very surprising. So we're going to talk about what's going to happen next with Baby Doge. Definitely go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you all want me to go over next. If you want to become a member of the channel, definitely go ahead and do that. And I'll go over any crypto that the members want me to go over first. And also, this video is sponsored by myself. So definitely check out the link in the description for marsellis.beatstars.com if you need background music for your YouTube videos or if you just need beats for your music. So let's get started. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice. Let's start though. Let's talk about Baby Doge. So the first thing I want to talk about with Baby Doge, this is surprising that we actually broke this resistance. So we almost got all the way down here to our support. And look, we stopped right here at about almost 99, but it really got down to 8Z1029. So pretty much what happened now with Baby Doge, we're now literally about to hit this resistance up here. So the next resistance we're looking at is around 1255. Right now we're at 1218. But this is pretty significant because there was like little to no demand in the side of this area. Whenever I show you these red areas, this is supply and demand. And this is supply and demand of less demand. So there's literally less demand in this area, yet Baby Doge still is pumping. Same thing inside the overall crypto market. It's pumping right now. There's not much demand, but it's pumping. So a lot of people are buying the dip. That's exactly what this is. But this could still be a bull trap. I know you don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't want to hear the bull trap analogy. But right now, the only thing that would make me think that this is not a bull trap is if we had this area right here green. So I don't know why it's lagging like this. But look, if this area right here was green, then this would pretty much indicate that it's not a bull trap because that would indicate that it's our support. But we don't really have support right here. We did very briefly at 1160. You can see literally as it kept hitting the bottom at 1160, it wouldn't go below it. So 1160 is some all right support, but it's not very good support. So right now, what you're seeing here is us getting rejected at this resistance all the way up here at 1255. And that's pretty much going to end up bringing us down here, probably back around to 1160. And then after that, like if we don't hold at that 1160, you're going to see it go back down and add another zero, right? So that's what I've been observing here with Baby Doge. And you can also see over here on the oscillator, there is buying volume coming in, but it looks pretty small. If you compare that buying volume to all this selling volume, it's definitely way smaller. So I'm definitely waiting to see like what happens to see if this is actually a bull trap or not. But yeah, it's definitely not what everyone wants to hear. But sometimes I have to bring the bad news. But this is one thing that I want to say. It could be a bull trap in Bitcoin, but what if Baby Doge ends up not being a bull trap and we actually start to pump even more? Because we did that last time Bitcoin, crashed, in which wasn't that too long ago. It crashed and then Baby Doge was going up as it was crashing. But anyways, if this is not a bull trap, and then in that scenario, we would pretty much see Baby Doge getting up here to this level. So this is pretty much 1384, 1380, somewhere around there. That's where our next resistance will be, around 1380. So that's what we got to wait for here with Baby Doge. Now, going over here and looking at the 4-hour chart, you also got to look at the long term, because that was just the short term perspective that we're looking at. And now that you're looking at the long term here, we've been talking about this. I've been talking about this in all of my videos, and I was saying, look, we're probably going to end up trying to retest 1250 again. And that's exactly what we're doing. Right now, we're at 1218. But now that we're trying to retest 1250, if we get rejected again, you can see this whole red area is pretty much showing resistance. If we get rejected again, you're going to see it go down below the supply and demand down here. So this is supply and demand, or more demand, a little lightly shaded green area, but we will go down below this area if Baby Doge cannot break past this area up here. So if we can't break past the 1260 resistance, then you're going to see Baby Doge go all the way below the support down here. And that support is really low. That's around 9Z89, and it'll probably go all the way down to 9Z7, somewhere around there. But right now, this is definitely good for us. Now, if you look at Baby Doge, or at Bitcoin, I mean, you can see my prediction from yesterday and the day before that. I pretty much predicted that Bitcoin would come up to this line, and watch my video from yesterday. You'll see where I actually drew this line out. And I was like, yeah, this is definitely where our resistance is going to be at, because it's exactly where our resistance was way back in the day. So anyways, this was a really good point of resistance for us here for Bitcoin. That was that 20K flat. So as you can see, we got rejected once, and then we went to retest our support down here. We got rejected again, and then we went halfway to our support. But then from there, we broke out. So right now, we're on our way to our next resistance. So the next resistance for Bitcoin brings us all the way up here to 22.6K to 22.8K. So 22.6 to 22.8K is our next resistance. So you could see Bitcoin continuing to try to pump up there. But like I said, it'll try to pump up there because I mentioned that in my video yesterday that 22.6K will be the next area for Bitcoin to try to get to. Now it could end up doing that and proving us wrong, I guess, but it's really hard for it to get up there. It could do it though because there's a lot of people buying in on the dips here. Let's be honest. And then the next area, like I said, it would be up here 24.8K for minor resistance, and then we got a little bit more up here around 27K. So moving on from there, let's kind of look at the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin and kind of look at where Bitcoin's going here. Now, look, I've been talking about the oscillator here and how this is a bullish signal. So that's another reason why we could also see Bitcoin pumping all the way up to 27K. And that's our next resistance that we're looking at. So right here on the oscillator, look at the bottom of the screen. And pretty much I'll explain to you what this oscillator is talking about, or really what this oscillator is showing. So this is the selling volume, right? So whenever the selling volume gets smaller and smaller and it goes on a slope upwards like this and it gets smaller, that's a bullish signal because it shows that the sellers are losing power and the buyers are gaining power. Previously, our 24-hour market control was in control by the bulls by 100%. Now it's in control by the bears by 60%. So it's showing that we're 60% bearish instead of 100% bearish. And I meant 100% by the bull or by the bears previously. But now it's showing that we're 60% bearish. So now the bulls are kind of taking over a little bit. So yeah, you can see the selling is actually starting to wane down a little bit here. So the selling is starting to go down, go down. Now you're starting to see the buying's going up. Now you're starting to see overbought areas, kind of like how we've seen here. And you're starting to see more buying volume coming in for Bitcoin. So we're actually probably going to end up seeing Bitcoin trying to pump up to 27K. If it goes up that high and it has a bull trap, and then everyone in the market is going to be scared. So then you'll probably see a huge dip. So I'm just warning you here now if that's a bull trap. But right now we are projected to get some more pumps coming into the crypto market.